So as we discussed earlier, there is another way to evaluate your model, and that's the train test split method. So in that method, what you do is you take your data set and you split it into two parts. One part of that data set is going to be used as the test data set, and other part is going to be used as a training data set. So just a reminder, we've been using the test data set from Kaggle, right? But now we're not going to use that. We're just going to split our data set and use the part of it as the test data set. So in this method, we'll see the confusion matrix. So the confusion matrix is it is a measure of how good your predictive model is. So it is just a matrix containing the true positives. So TP is true positives, this is false negatives, false positives, and true negatives. So true positive is, so let's say, so our positive is survived. So let's say a passenger survived. Our model will also, if the model also predicts that passenger as survived, it's going to be a true positive. So it's a correct prediction. And true negative is also a correct prediction. The model predicts the passenger actually died, and the model also predicts that the passenger died in our case. So a false negative would be a passenger that who survived, but our model predicts that the passenger died. Similarly, false positive would be a passenger who actually died, but the model predicts that the passenger survived. So using the confusion matrix, you can calculate the accuracy and the precision and recall. So in our case, so you can have different situations. Accuracy is just what we mean by accuracy, how accurate your model is, how accurately a model predicts a passenger to survive, and whether the passenger survived or died, how accurately does it predict that. So we're concerned with the accuracy matrix. So these are called matrix. There are more than these. I'm just showing you a few over here. So there is also a matrix called precision and recall. So our problem is a high accuracy problem. There are other situations where you might not be concerned with a high accuracy. So this is just to emphasize that accuracy is just one matrix. There can be other matrices that you're concerned with, and there can be situations where accuracy is not what you want to be high. So for example, cancer detection. The cancer detection problem is what we call a high recall and a low precision problem. So that's in simple words, that's more false alarms, right? So in situations where you're detecting disease or cancers in patients, it's better to have more false alarms, because then you would have more patients undergoing different types of tests. And in situations where it's a credit card company, for example, and it's for fraud detection, you want a low recall. That's what is a low recall in a high precision case. So that means that less false alarms, because if you have more false alarms in that case, you would lose more customers, right? So this is just to give you an idea that you can have different situations where you're concerned with different matrix. And so our problem is to get a high accuracy, as what we've been doing this for a while now. So let's so next we'll just look at the program and see how we can implement this method.